Hello, welcome back to Whisky Wednesday. Another Wednesday, another whisky review with me, Joe. So, continuing my Jura reviews. Last week it was the Jura 10-year-old Origin. This week it is the, if I can get it out of the box, the Superstition. Again, thank you to the guys and girls at Jura for sending me these samples. The Superstition. Now this is bottled at 43%. Pour a nice drum of this. And it's a vatting, pour it all out, of a 9-year-old whisky through to 21-year-old whisky. So you've got a bit of the young and a bit of the old. Look at that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, anyway, Jura Superstition, 43%, a vatting of 9-year-old whisky through to 21-year-old whisky. And it's also lightly peated as well. So let's get straight to it and tell you about the nose. Right, now compared to the Origin last week, this has so much more depth of flavour and smell. You can smell the peat. It smells quite like tar actually. You get a kind of a floral note, so I'm getting kind of heather. To make it sound really kind of complex, it smells like heather covered in tar. And oil, so it's quite oily. There's a fruity note there as well, so I'm getting blood oranges. A bit more kind of tar as well, kind of creosote. And slightly kind of aromatic, so kind of incense and pepper, but it really is that kind of that tar smell that comes out. Right, let's give it a taste, yeah. Kind of tar, pepper and heather. Right. Little taste. Ooh, now that's a much bigger and more complex flavour than the 10-year-old. The Superstition doesn't have an age statement, and the reason being is because they use a mix of ages. If they had to put an age on it, they'd have to put the youngest age, which would be 9 years old. And 9 years old wouldn't reflect the taste of this because it has some 21-year-old whisky in. So taste-wise, I'm getting Tunnocks caramel wafer bars. Have you guys had those, Tunnocks caramel wafers? I'm getting heather again. I'm getting smoke, I'm getting bonfires, I'm getting tar. Just give it another taste. No. Smoke and salt, roasted peanuts, grilled sea bass, so it's quite oily, definitely feels oily on the palate, quite kind of coastal, fishy, peppery. It's a much more complex and much more interesting malt than their 10-year-old. Let's give it one more taste for the finish. And the finish, quite fruity actually. Kind of the fruit notes come up in the finish. And it's kind of fairly short, the finish, but it's pleasant. So it's a pleasant little whisky actually. And I have tried the Superstition quite a few times. I like it. I do actually like the Superstition. It gets 7 out of 10 from me. It's got that complexity and it's got the kind of interesting flavours. And that's a prime example of how using young and old whisky combined makes a great little whisky. So 7 out of 10 for the Jura Superstition. If you've had it, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next week guys for some more Jura whisky reviews. See ya, bye bye.